Students are caught between two worlds, the safe, structured world of traditional education and the rapidly evolving world of AI. And that's what we are going to discuss in this video today. I've been monitoring and I've been, mentoring young people across all fields since 2018. And I see this confusion constantly, especially now, these days. And I'm here to help you navigate this. Not to scare you, but to give you the roadmap that will make you indispensable. There's a lot of data that you might already have come across, like you might have come across the World Economic Forum suggestion that more than 7.5 million data entry jobs will be, eliminated by 2027. But here is what I want you to understand, and this is coming from someone who genuinely cares about your future. This isn't the end of the world. This is your wake-up call. While 30% of workers worldwide fear that AI might replace their jobs within the next 3 to 4 years, you have something most of them don't, and that is time, youth, and the ability to adapt. You can learn to work with AI instead of being replaced by it. Why should you listen to me? Well, if we haven't met, I'm Chandan. I've been working in the field of business automation since 2018, and I have also been mentoring professionals and for their career moves as well as understanding latest technology and how things like sales and marketing automation, AI, and tools like HubSpot, Salesforce really work and how it can really make them move, help them make career decisions. So let me be very direct with you about what's happening right now. Your college, if you are a business student, and might not be with everyone, but your college is teaching you to be a glorified analyst. They are teaching you to make PowerPoint presentations. They are teaching you to memorize traditional business frameworks. They are teaching you to think like manager from 2015. Meanwhile, outside those walls, entire industries are being transformed by AI tools that can analyze markets, write reports, and you might already be aware that it can also generate strategies faster than you can think of the strategies. This creates a dangerous illusion. You think you are learning valuable skills, but you are actually learning to compete with machines. Your professors, bless them, they mean well, but most of them haven't worked in the industry for years. They're teaching you what they know, not what you need. And here is what is even more terrifying. Most of your classmates don't even realize this is happening with them. They're sleepwalking through their degrees, thinking that memorizing Porter's five forces will save them. They are going to graduate and wonder why they can't find jobs, why they feel useless, why the market doesn't value what they spent 4 years learning. When I think about how to approach this correctly, I want you to picture someone who you probably know, maybe your older sister, your cousin, or that friend who always seems to land on his feet. Let's call him Sandy. Sandy graduated 5 years ago with a marketing degree, just like thousands of others. But here is what made him different. While his classmates were focused on getting perfect grades in traditional marketing, Sandy was quietly building a different skill set. He took his market fundamentals seriously. He understood the consumer psychology. He understood the brand positioning, market research, all that stuff. But he also spent his evenings learning about social media algorithm. Instead of just scrolling through the Instagram, he learned about the algorithms of social media, Amazon, LinkedIn, exactly how algorithms work. He learned about data analytics tool and yes, AI applications in marketing. He learned all those things. When everyone else graduated and was competing for the same entry-level marketing coordinator position, Sandy was a step ahead, and he was already fluent in both worlds. He could speak the traditional marketing managers' language about brand strategy and consumer behavior, but could also show them how to use AI tools to optimize campaigns and predict consumer trends. He didn't reject his traditional education. He used it as a foundation, but he also didn't limit himself to it. He became someone who could bridge the gap between what businesses were used to and what they desperately need. This is exactly what you need to do. You need to become bilingual in the language of traditional business or traditional marketing or whatever course you are into right now, and the language of AI. You need to master the fundamental they are teaching you, not because you will use them exactly as taught, but because they'll give you the foundation to understand what business actually needs and how business actually works. But simultaneously, you need to become fluent in new world of AI, enhanced technologies, and everything. Here is how you do this practically. First and foremost, you need to understand that there are two types of learning happening in your life right now. One is institutional learning, and second is survival learning. Institutional learning is what your college provides. it's structured, it's safe, it's predictable. Survival learning is what you do to stay relevant in the rapidly changing world. Most students make this mistake of choosing one of the one most students make this mistake to most students make this mistake of choosing one or the other. They either blindly follow their curriculum or they completely reject it and try to learn everything on their own. Both approaches are wrong. The right approach is strategic integration. You use the college years as a laboratory. When your professor teaches you about market research, you don't just memorize survey methodologies. You immediately go and learn how to use AI to analyze consumers' sentiments or predict trends or something like that. When they teach you financial analysis, you don't just solve textbook problems. You understand how AI can process financial data and generate insights in real time. Here's what this looks like in practice. You are in the marketing class learning about customer segmentation. The weak student memorizes the demographic categories. The average student basically would try to understand all these strategies, not just the demographic categories, but the strategies which are involved. The strategy student immediately asks, which is the third category, how can AI analyze customer behavior patterns? How can I use machine learning to predict customer lifetime value? What does this teach me about how AI can, transform customer relationships? Whether you are studying finance, marketing, operations, or strategy, you are building two skills simultaneously: deep business understanding and the AI fluency, which is required and is the need of hour. So, this combination is incredibly rare and incredibly valuable, especially for the businesses these days. The second crucial principle is that you need to become a translator. Most people in businesses fall into two camps: the traditional business leaders who resist AI and the AI enthusiasts who don't understand how business actually works. You are going to be the bridge between these worlds. When you understand both traditional business principles and the AI capabilities, you will be able to solve problems that neither group can solve alone. So, can you imagine how this works in the real world? You can take a very complex business challenge, break it down using traditional business thinking, and then implement solutions using AI tools. You can evaluate AI business applications because you understand what drives real business value. So, in terms of career application, when it comes to your career strategy, think like a chess player, not a checkers player. Most of your peers are thinking one move ahead. They want to land their first job right after graduation. You should be thinking five moves ahead. Look at the careers that are thriving right now. Business analysts who can build AI-powered dashboards, marketing managers who understand AI-driven, consumer insights or segmentations or personalization, which are driven completely by AI, consultants who can help companies implement AI strategies, finance professionals who can use AI for risk assessment and forecasting. What do they all have in common? They have deep business or deep traditional business foundations, and they understand how to leverage AI. And myself, being in this field for last 8 or 9 years, this I've seen coming up a lot from the CEOs discussions. This is what they actually need. So your goal isn't to become the best traditional business student in your class. Your goal isn't to become the best AI prompt engineer either. Your goal should be to become the person who can do things that neither pure traditionalist or pure AI enthusiast can do. This means while your classmates are competing for entry-level analyst positions, you are positioning yourself for roles that don't even exist yet. You are building a skill that's incredibly scarce. Someone who understands business strategy, identify real problems, and implement AI solutions that actually drive results. Here's what employers are desperately looking for: people who can take their existing business processes and intelligently integrate AI capability, people who can evaluate AI tools critically from a business perspective, people who can train other professionals within the organization on how to work with AI. These are not entry level positions, these are leadership positions. And trust me, you can land directly into these positions if you have the capability we are discussing right now. So, the biggest mistake you can make is thinking you have to choose between old or new, between traditional or the AI learning. This power comes from mastering both that I'm talking about and that we have been discussing. The power comes from being the person who can speak both languages fluently. The power comes from being the person who can speak both languages fluently. While your peers are panicking about AI taking their job, you are building a career that's AI proof because you understand AI. While the older generations is struggling to adapt, you are already fluent in both worlds. This is your advantage. You are living through the most significant technological shift in human history. The same happened, I recall, when the internet came, and you are the perfect position, and you are in a perfect position to capitalize on it. You have access to traditional education, and you have the time and flexibility to learn AI deeply. Don't waste it. This opportunity by being passive. Don't wait for your curriculum to catch up. Don't wait for permissions. The future belongs to people who can build bridges between worlds. And you are in the perfect position to become one of these people. Use your college years wisely, master the fundamentals, but don't stop there. Become like Sandy, someone who respects traditional knowledge while building future skills. In 5 years, when the dust settles, you will be the person that everyone else wishes they had become. Remember, I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm telling you this because I believe in you. You have something that most of the workforce doesn't: the opportunity to prepare for the future while you are still learning. Don't waste it. See you in my next video.